Alright, YouTube, so we're back here again with another replica belt review. This time we're going to be looking at the now old version of the NXT Championship. So this is a replica, meaning it's metallic. Not sure they ever made a commemorative version of this. So we're going to be taking a look at this, what to expect if you fancy getting one of these, if you still can, maybe on eBay, something like that. So hopefully this belt's more informative than anything else. And maybe we'll add a bit of humour. Come on, let's go. Shit, I forgot this on a tripod. Fuck! Okie dokie, so the NXT Tag Team Championship. So it's now the old version of the NXT Championship as they introduced new belts. When was it? Around WrestleMania time? So yeah, so this is an old one, or oldish one, so it does come with the old-fashioned belt bag, so the non-sexy feeling one. And you got NXT Tag Team Championship replica. So once again, it's good that they actually put the name on there. But obviously with the old bags, you have the zip that doesn't run all the way to the edge, so it's a bit, you have to sort of fold the belt to get into the bag. So that's that out the way. Probably the new belts, I can't remember if they sell them yet. They do come in the new bag, I would assume. So anyway, first of all, I want to point out that this was, I think, created around the time where they sort of like desaturated the gold paint, but it looks like they've used the true sort of more richer gold paint in this. So I think that was pretty good. I always was a fan of this belt. I thought it looked pretty good. I liked it more than the actual NXT Championship itself, just because that looked more like a gimmick. This one's fairly simple, but it looks a bit more like a championship belt. So let's take a look. So down the middle, as you can see, you've got the big NXT logo. Oh, fuck me, forget about that. All right, big NXT Championship logo, and then you got Tag Team on the other side. Good thing about these belts is that the ones they used on TV for a majority of the time, it was like reverse colors. So one person had this version of the belt, and the other tag team partner had the black on this side and the gold on this side. So it was a nice sort of reflection. Which I thought was quite creative. And then on the sides you got the side plates, just a simple logo, and then black on that side, like that. I don't think they ever released like a reverse version, but just before they took these off TV, they introduced new copies of this, and the paint job was, I think, based on this one. So both of them were like this. So both tag team partners had the same belt, which was a bit weird. But then again, they did sort of take them off TV. It just seemed a bit weird that they got new ones for them. So the belts are quite flat. It looks like, I think all the NXT ones at the time were all the 2mm thick plates, not 4mm, so that explains that. It's not like there's a difference between different versions, I think. Quite flat, no detail there, as you can see, nothing popping up over the horizon. I'm not sure if the real one was like that. So yeah, the side plates are exactly the same, no sort of 3D-ness as such. So let's look at the strap. Around the edge you've got the shell tooling around here, so that's sort of separate from the snap boxes. That runs around the plates, the plated area. He's fucking plating his arsehole. If you don't know what plating is, I don't suggest you search what that is. Yeah, so that runs around there, and you've got smoothness here. The strap itself is quite smooth. There's no sort of like other tooling apart from the snap boxes. So let's take a quick look at those. So before I go into that, just want to point out the strap's just under 50 inches long. You got from the top of the strap to the bottom of the strap is about 10 inches, and the top of the plate to the bottom of the plate is about 9. So let's look at the snap boxes. So here you got the male snaps. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That seems the standard. Got the WWE logo stamped in there, along with the tooling and the stitching which goes around the whole belt. And you got space for a gold tip if it were there. On the other side, so you got the standard, or I say standard, whatever, 5 female snaps that get penetrated. Space for a gold tip again, but nothing there. And once again, you got the WWE logo with the tooling around it. So yeah, nice smooth strap. Let me show you that again. Shell sort of tooling around the edge. Such. Let me just give you another quick overview of the plate. So the paint job on these belts weren't 100%. So as you can see, it sort of like comes over just there and such, but pretty nice. The sort of black paint looks really good. Bit of overlapping right there again. Fairly good. Yeah. Right, so flip it over. So you got the standard sort of croc skin back in, let's say. WWE holographic logo, the authenticity stitching, so you got official NXT product rather than like WWE product made in China, blah blah blah. You got the bolts to hold the plates in. No customization on this in terms of like nothing pops out and that you can interchange. There you go. Move on to the other side. So there you got the metal snaps from the back. Alright, I think that about covers it in terms of examining the belt. So let's do a quick thing around the old waist and see how it fits over the shoulder and all that bog standard shite. Alright, so this is the belt here. Let's do the old flexibility test. Pretty good. So the strap seems like up to par with the standard these days. Flick it over the shoulder. And it actually hangs pretty well. As you can see there, it's pretty much almost against my back. So that's pretty good. And now let's do the old acid test before I trip over of seeing how it is around the old waist. So while I'm doing this, apologies if the lighting is a bit bad now. The sun's pretty much gone in here in merry old England. Snaps pretty good on this. So, ooh, blimey. Fix that round and hopefully that's in shot and there we go. So that's a nice fit. Feels pretty good in comparison to the US title. Yeah, so it's a wider plate in comparison. Feels pretty nice. So do the old Bobby Roode thing. If only I had like a little turntable, it'd make this so much easier. And that's that. So anyway, that's how it looks. So right, don't know what else there is to say on this, but yeah, holding it like that, you can see the strap's pretty flexible, which is pretty good. Yeah, I don't know if you can still get hold of these, but if you like these belts, I think it'd be a pretty good purchase. Just don't expect any sort of like 3D level of detail, because I think all of these were like this anyway. I don't think you could get a different version where they'd like 4mm thick plates. They're all 2. Honest opinion, I probably wouldn't recommend it unless you're a diehard fan of the belt. Then yeah, by all means go grab it if you still can. But it's not that much of a like. It's not a great looking title, even though I did like the design of it. For a replica, it's sort of below standard these days. So just police siren, normally they fuck up the videos. But anyway, I'm wrapping up now, so that's that. As usual, these videos are supposed to sort of help you get an idea of what to expect if you wanted to go for these belts. Humor might be added in here and there, but maybe my mood's a bit shit right now. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. That's the end of this video. So honest opinion, probably wouldn't get it, but if you really like the belt, then yeah, I'd say go for it if you want. But I probably wouldn't bother, between you and me. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.